Hi friends, welcome back to Team Education. Friends, in this video we are solving a problem on locus. Friends, you see the given problem is find the equation of locus of a point P if A is a point 2 comma 3 and B is another point 2 comma minus 3 and it says that PA plus PB is equal to 8. Friends, what we need to find now? Equation of a locus of a point P. If you consider P be a point, here they are not given a point P. Okay, let us consider P be any point in the xy plane and A is a point 2 comma 3. B is another point 2 comma minus 3. Now PA line segment, PB line segment. We are taken. Now you see friends, what is mean by locus? This point equation we require. Locus of this point equation we require. Yes or no? Locus is nothing but it is a moving path. Moving path which should satisfy the geometrical condition. So what are the conditions they are given in the problem? You see friends, here PA plus PB is equal to 8. This is the condition they are given. PA is nothing but length or distance from the point P to A. Length or distance from the point P to A plus P to B is equal to 8. Like this condition, the locus of P is satisfies this condition, then what is the equation we need to find? Okay, friends, you see now PA means square root of, actually PA means distance of 2 points. Given points, P is a point x comma y and A is a point 2 comma 3 and B is another point 2 comma minus 3. We have a formula friends. If A and B are 2 points, like A is a point x1 comma y1 and B is another point x2 comma y2, then the distance of AB we are denoting with AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, now here they are given PA and PB. So PA is equal to square root of, you see friends, x2 minus x1 means here this one minus this one whole square, this one minus this one whole square. Okay, and PB also you will get root. But PA plus PB is equal to 8 is nothing but root plus root. Here you see friends, root plus again a root is equal to 8. Here you have a left side only root you have. Right side there is a constant. If root is equal to root is there, then if you done a squaring on both sides, then what you will get directly, square root and square roots are getting cancelled. But in this case, you see friends, if you taken a root is like this. Now if I done a whole square, then you will have a root square is nothing but bracket plus 2 times of again a bracket is equal to 64. Like this you will get. So in this case, again you have a root. So it is not easy task to simplify. So what you have to do? Means you can do one thing friends, PA plus you can do in a different methods. I am giving a simple method for you. You see friends, PA is they are given, PB is they are given. PA plus PB is equal to what? 8. Now write PA is equal to 8 minus PB. Now PA whole square do it. PA whole square you do it. Then what you, this left side and right side do it, do the whole square. Square plus square is equal to square again. So PA square is equal to 8 square is nothing but 64. PB square minus 8 2s are 16, 16 PB. Okay friends, now PA square is nothing but this root will be getting cancelled. PB square also root won't be contained. Now 64 is 64. Now only left side part is root is there, like this part is having a root. Okay, now I am directly substituting in this formula. Okay, you see friends, first I will do PA and PB. So here you see friends, this is the point x1 comma this is the point y1 and PA, so it is the point x2, this is the point y2. Now PA plus PB I want, which equation I want? Actually PB square PA square I need to find. First I am doing a PA square. PA square is equal to square and root getting cancelled, so you will have x2 minus x1 whole square, 2 minus x whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square, 3 minus y whole square. That's it. This is PA square friends. Now I want PB square. PB square is nothing but here actually first point is what? P. Second point is what here? B. So this will be x2 comma y2. x2 y2. Okay. Now square and root getting cancelled in this case. So x2 minus x1 whole square, 2 minus x whole square plus minus 3 minus y whole square, minus 3 minus y whole square. That's it. This is PA square plus PB square. Now you substitute this PA square plus PB square in this equation. Then you see friends what you are getting? 16 PB. Here you have 16 PB is equal to PB square plus 64 minus P square. That's it. Now we will substitute PB square, PA square in this equation. Okay. Now 16 times of PB is what you have? Square root of 2 minus x whole square plus, you see friends, PB inside you have minus 3 minus 5. So you can take minus common, then you will have minus 1 whole square becomes plus. So it will be inside you will have only 3 plus 5 whole square. This is equal to PB square. What is the PB square? This is 2 minus x whole square plus minus 3 minus 5 means I will write directly 3 plus y whole square. Okay. Plus 64 times of minus PA square. PA square is, you see friends, 2 minus x whole square plus 3 minus y whole square. That's it. Okay, now you simplify this. You see friends, here you have 16 times of square root of, this is as it is. Of course, if you want you can split, later I will do. Okay, now you see this is 2 minus x whole square plus 3 plus y whole square is equal to, here you see minus 2 minus of 2 minus x whole square plus 2 minus x whole square. So both are getting cancelled, right? Next remaining terms you have 3 plus 5 whole square plus 64 minus 3 minus 5 whole square. Okay, now you split this one. Then what you will have? What we will get actually? This is 9 plus y square plus 6y plus 64 minus, this is from 64. Okay, 64 minus, now 3 square is 9 minus 9. So again minus I have written. Plus y square into minus is minus. Now this is minus 6y. Here you have a negative, so plus 6y. Plus 6y. Okay. Now this is equal to, here here you see friends, if you are simplified this, now we will have y square terms plus y square minus y square getting cancelled. Next this is 6y and here you have 6y. 6y plus 6y is how much? 12y. Next constants, what you have? 64 minus 9 plus 9. Yes, both are getting cancelled. Then you will have only 64. From this you can take 4 is a common. If you take 4 common, 3y plus 3y plus, if you take 4 common, 16. Okay, what here you have? 16 times of square root of 2 minus x whole square plus 3 plus y whole square. Now again you need to simplify this friends. Okay, one moment please. Now 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. Now squaring on both sides. If you are squaring, then you will have 4 square is 16. Okay. Now this bracket and root is getting cancelled. Square and bracket is root getting cancelled. Okay, I'll write it for you. One moment please. This is 4 square and square of 2 minus x whole square plus 3 plus y whole square. Again square I have written here is equal to 3y plus 16 whole square. Okay. Now you split this one. This is 4 square is nothing but 16. Now your square and root getting cancelled. Then if you split this one, you see friends, 2 minus x whole square is 4 plus x square minus 4x plus 9 plus y square plus 6y close bracket is equal to 3y plus 16 whole square is 9y square plus 16 times of 16 is 256. 256 plus 2 3s are 6y. 6y into 16 is 96y. 96y. Okay friends, it is an algebraic equation. Now you simplify. So first you multiply inside 4, inside 16, but before that you see here you have x square term and y square term. So 16x square plus 16y square. Next here you have a minus 4x. 16 fours are 56. Sorry, 16 fours are 64x. Next here you have a 6y. So you will get a 96y and this is 9 fours are 13. Okay friends. Then you will have 13, 16 times of 13. Okay. Now 208. So add 208. Now all the terms you take left side, then you will have minus 9y square minus 256 minus 96y is equal to 0. Okay, now you observe here, is there any common terms? X square terms are there? No, only one x square is there. So you will get here 16x square. Next y square terms, what you have? 16y square minus 9y square. So 16y square minus 9y square is how much? Plus 7y square. Next x terms, what you have? Minus 64x minus 64x. Okay, next what are the y terms here? You have 96y minus 96y. So both are getting cancelled. Is there any y terms here you see? No. Okay, next what you have actually? Constant, other constant, what you have? 208 minus 56 here you have. So you will get a minus 48. So minus 48 is equal to 0. Right. This is the locus of the equation for the point P if A is point 2 comma 3 and B is a point B is a point 2 comma minus 3 such that PA plus PB is equal to 8. PA plus PB is equal to 8. So this is the locus of equation, friends. What is the x square quotient here you have? 16. What is the y square quotient is here you have? 7. Is both are equal? No. So if both are equal, then you can say it is a circle. But here both are not equal and there is no xy term. So you can say it is a ellipse. Okay, it is a ellipse. So friends, okay friends, now I will show you this one by using the geometrical condition. Just we are verifying. Okay friends, now you see here what are the equation you have. First, what are the points we have? That is those are I am giving. You see friends, first we have a point A is 2 comma 3. In the problem they are given A is a point 2 comma 3. So I will show you the value also for you. A is a 2 comma 3 and B is another point. B is 2 comma minus 3. So B is a point 2 comma minus 3. And now we got a locus equation first. That is what we have actually. Locus equation is here we have a 16x square plus 7y square minus 64x minus 48 is equal to 0. Okay friends, now you see 16x square plus 7y square minus 64x minus 48 is equal to 0, which gives what? Which gives a ellipse, Okay friends, now I will take a point on this. Okay, I will take a point on this because this ellipse is satisfies one condition. Okay, now I am taking one point on this. Okay, point P is here. Okay, consider the point P is here. I am giving the name P. Okay, now what we require? AP plus BP is equal to 8. That should be satisfied. Yes or no? Now AP, next BP. Okay friends, now you see what is AP plus BP? 4.42 plus 3.58 is what? 8. Okay, now suppose if you move P is like this, if it is moving, one moment friends. Now if suppose if P is moving, what will happen? You see, now if here P moved, what happened? When P is moving, what happened? You see, now 3.4 to 4.58, that is also 8. Next here 1.98 minus 1.98 friends here. Okay, minus 1 is 1.98, another one is 6. Sorry, this is plus only 6.02 and 1.98 gives 8. Next here also you see 6.95 1.05 is 8. Here also what you have? 6.22 plus 1.78 is what? 8. Okay, now you see friends, now if I draw on the locus, this is the point which is satisfying the condition. Which condition? PA plus PB is what here? 8. PA plus PB is what here? 8. Okay, now what will be the locus of equation? The trace of this locus is nothing but a moving point, a moving path which should satisfy the condition. Which condition is here now? PA plus PB is equal to 8 condition is satisfying. So when it is moving, what you are getting? You see You are getting here ellipse. Is this ellipse is our result or not? You see friends? Yes, it is. So is it verified or not? Is it clear for everyone? What we have done here actually, A point we have taken and B is another point we have taken. Next, actually for the verification purpose, what we have done is answer what we got, that ellipse we have taken on that curve P, on that curve we have taken a point P, because then only it will satisfy the condition. Which condition means PA plus PB condition is satisfying. PA plus PB condition is PA plus PB is equal to 8 condition will satisfy when P is moving. Then you are getting ellipse. That ellipse and our result is also same. So the verification is also clear. Thank you for watching this video.